Hey everyone, hope that you've had a fantastic day. Sorry, I'm messing with this camera here. I'm Shannon. This is Apex Tarot, a pure spirit, and I'm just hopping in here because I just did another, I don't know, about 30-minute video again and got really personal, and I wasn't expecting to go there, but I was giving a little bit of a testimony of some things that I've went through on this channel for those of you who got cut off. And I was going to do a reading, and I ended up talking about some really personal things in my lineage and who I found out that I was and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, eventually that will be uploaded. And so anyway, I do want to hop in here and do a reading just for everyone because I'm bored, and you guys are my community, and I appreciate you all, and I'm so thankful for all your comments and your likes and your understanding as I'm exposing things on this channel to set you free and myself free as well. But anyway, I don't want to go back into what I just was speaking about. Let's go ahead and see what the Spirit wants to say to us. We just thank you, Sweet Divine, for clear, defined messages for the collective in my soul group who has clicked on this channel for this message. What do you want us to know? Ooh, guess we're ready. Let me just give it another little shuffle. You got people in their head about some stuff here. The Nine of Swords, that's a lot of anxiety there that's popping out here. And, you know, I know that people are afraid of some information that's going to come out on this channel, but they can't stop it. It is for people to literally be set free in their mind. A lot of people don't realize who they really are in the earth realm. Has been hid from you, and that you deserve the best. You and I deserve the best. Not to be suppressed and segregated and all that kind of stuff. Nobody should have to go through that, and only the soulless people are doing that because they want to rule the world. But they can't rule the world. We're going to take back. But anyway, the Nine of Swords is coming up here as an overall energy, and I just see the Four Cups. People just sitting there, and then you take a big drink from the heavens, and then we got the Ten of Swords. That's a lot of swords, y'all, coming out. That's 19 swords. A lot of people have been backstabbed and stuff with other people, but now we're finding out who they really were. I got on here and was talking about the soulless people that do this kind of stuff. They don't have a soul on the inside of them. They provoke people to do stuff like this. They want your heritage. They want your money. They want to be rude, crude, and disgusted. That's 19 swords there. Well, 19 is the sun, and the sun, it's funny because they say there's an angel in the sun. It's funny because I have this sitting right here. And the angel of the sun is Uriel. It's your eye God. El is God. Alright? In the Hebrew, El means God. The I is the 9th letter of our alphabet. And it's the 9th house is Sagittarius, which is about having understanding. The I would represent understanding. And then the 9th higher arcana is that hermit energy, which is the 6th house, but it's the higher arcana is the 9th card, and that is the hermit to go within and find a thing out. And people are finding out some really hard information on this channel. I get it. And also learning that we've been backstabbed and lied about. And I told people, you guys are going to go through some of these kind of hard energies, but it is ending. It's ending. People are getting a wake-up call because your eye, God, is allowing you to wake up. And not be in this bed anymore, frustrated, busted, and disgusted. It's to understand why there have been certain people placed around you that have done certain things to you because they weren't real. They show up looking real, but they're not. It's kind of like, you know, if you believe in angels and stuff, and I do believe in angels, and I also believe in demons that come from that other realm, and people open up themselves and then they come within them. That demonic energy does. And but then we've got literal angels that walk amongst us every day, and they're here to help protect us. And there's an angel in the sun And the sun represents, when it comes out, we can see everything. And for some people, they're really getting up in their head. And I need you not to be afraid of this information you're learning on this channel. Let it go. Let it go. Those people that do stuff like that have no soul. Okay? We've got, and this is ending. It's definitely ending. We've got a lot of endings here. The 10 of Wands, the 10 of, yeah, there's the sun. I love it. Look, the Creator will always back you and I up when the Creator's saying, hey, I'm not coming into thing. Now, there was 19 swords there, right? Now, there's 29, and 29 is 11, and the 11 is knowing something, and that's going into the Aquarian age of genius mind for you and I to understand what's really happening in our earth realm. That's amazing to me. And you and I have been through some really hellish stuff from soulless people that aren't real. And I'm telling you that when you go listen to a little bit more information of who I am and who I found out who I was and what we got to do to these people, it's going to put a lot of people up in their mind, but it's got to be taken care of. These people got to be taken care of out of the earth realm. And some people are yoked up with people that are causing stuff like this in the earth, y'all. And we've got to have Uriel, your eye God, that giving you the understanding of that Aquarian mind to see a thing for what it really is. And what all this stuff is nothing but burden and pain. And we got people in relationships with those kind of people like things that exist, and they're not, and they're entities in the earth realm. They're part of those people that have opened themselves up and are just have spirit. This stuff is heavy, guys, but I have to get on here and teach it because this is the Creator always shows up here on purpose so that you can understand a thing. It's time to wake up with the sun and understand. Look, always look at the sun card. Now it rules over Leo. Leo is the lion of the tribe of, some people say Yehuda, or Judah, or the lineage in the earth realm that is for salvation, or you can call it Yehoshua or Yasha in Hebrew. But I got on here and talked about the lion and the bear, and how King David had to kill the lion and the bear. And we've got positive and negative about the lion and the bear in Hebrew writings as well. And man, I wish I could find a lot of these videos, because I like, the Spirit was just revealing a thing over and over again. But what I love about the sun card here, it is a picture of the man on the horse, but it's a baby on the horse. And you and I are learning information to grow from that place, because Leo energy represents not only the heart, but it's also children and romance and stuff like that. And like I said, we got people that are in marriages and yoked up with people that have no business being yoked up with them, because they're not real people. And it's put people in burdensome stuff, but they're there on assignment to bring you down on purpose, because that's what the devil energy wants to do to you and I. But your Uriel, your eye God, that when the sun comes out you can see everything, is riding on that horse that will teach you and I. Because the 9th house is the eye. The 9th house is the oldest fire sign, so fire is fire. It's all there. Air is air. It's all there. Earth is earth, but there's different levels of earth. This stuff's so deep. And water is water, but yet it's not water. You got fresh water and you got salt water, and even in this, what we call the Greek scripture, it talks about how that is confusion. That's that Neptune energy, right? And so water is water, but yet water's not water. There's a lot of confusion where salt water and fresh water, they can't mix. They can't mix. And we're leaving that church age of I believe, where you can find the word lie. And that's why a lot of people are up in their head. But now they're seeing by the God eye of the sun, which we've been taught, the sun, the Christ, right? Which is within us, all of us. Yet there is a lineage in the earth realm that is connected to all this stuff. And I briefly touched on it in the video that I did. And there's an 8 again. The 8, it just keeps coming up. And it is time of fire on the earth. I talked in that, well, just go watch that. I talked on there how my name in the Hebrew has the name Noah in it. When the Creator began to wake me up and show me who I was. I'm here to do light working and to bring the light to people who are in the darkness and make those demonic entities go away. And get people out of this kind of stuff, because it is a new day, y'all. It's a day of understanding that you don't have to live like this anymore. You and I don't have to live like this anymore. And you don't have to be oppressed, and you don't have to be afraid of those people that are bloodsuckers. They really are. Maybe you, for whatever reason, have even got into that low animalistic state where you're not an animal. It's time to wake up. It's time to do it now. It's time to do it now, and you can do it now. Maybe you know people like this, but you've just been in that mode for so long, you believe the lie. Uranus. I mean, what can I say? All I can say is thank you, Creator, for always showing up and knocking the tower down and allowing truth to come out here. This is a good thing. When the tower comes, it's actually a good thing. This is the most positive card in the whole deck. The sun goes in every one of our zodiac signs, right? And it has to rule over the heart, because it's like a lion. It's a beast. It's called a beast. The heart is a beast, and if you and I don't guard it, issues will flow out of it. And we've all built upon a lie in our countries, and whoever we are and wherever we find ourselves, whoever you are. This is a lot of hard energy, and this is why the tower has to come down, because, you know, people trying to face things in their bed because of the psychology of their mind. I don't know how many of you watched that video that I did on the psychology of the mind and the number 8, or the Pluto energy. And Uranus is considered the father of Saturn, which co-rules with Pluto, and so there's a lot of hard energy. But the tower has to come down, y'all, so that we can see, so that Uriel, your eye god, can open your eyes, so you don't have to live like this. You and I don't have to live like this. That we can see people for what they are and what they're not, and get them out of the earth realm, because we really are in the judgment, right? So that we can have this. So this is about true soulmates, not just people who have spirits on the inside. This is about true soulmates to heal you and I in our family life. I'm just listening to see what the Creator wants me to say, because I've said so much today on the last couple of videos that I've done. Heavy Revy's coming out here, but I need you to not get in your head about it. I need you to allow the tower to come down on some information I'm going to bring out on this channel, because it's for you to see finally and not grope in the darkness anymore. And it's time to end burden. This is a good thing. We were told on this camera that we were going to see a lot of heartache, but that after it's over with, the Creator was going to wipe our eyes. It's going to completely wipe our eyes, and we were going to be able to have a happiness all over again. This card represents your community, your town, your village, and your country, and your county as well. And that's what's happening. We're all finding out who we really are and who we're not. This is what the Creator wants. After all of this, this thing had to come down, and people have been in their head, but it's a good thing. I told people this morning you were going to have some 9 of Swords, issues when stuff started coming out, but it's all for a purpose. It was all prophesied that it would happen, because people were connected to the true divine way back when, to write a truth down, to know that there were wicked people in the earth realm that were lying. And for whatever reason, whatever they did with them giant-like energies that they mixed in the earth realm in their laboratories, because what once will be again, right? So, you know, we can't just sit there and we know that it's been proven that even Egypt had electricity, so we'd be stupid to think that we're just the only age that has technology. The heavens have always existed. The technology has always been here, but we've always had to have a restart again. And you'd be crazy to think that people had sex with animals and produced animal-like people. That does not exist. What they did is they got them in laboratories and did that. And I talked about that on one of my videos today. So those of you who didn't even watch that video, and I talked about what those giants really were people getting in those laboratories and creating things, and when those things died, there was no place to go. They couldn't go back to heaven, and they didn't have no place on the earth, and so they're trapped into another dimension. And that's why when people open up, when we're tested in things, we give open access to them to come in and wreak havoc on our life. That's why the devil energy is there, for your testing and for your integrity, because the spirits are real. We know that there's what we call ghosts and haunted places and stuff like that, because it really is a dimension out there that really has activity going on in it. And you need to get out of your head and allow this to end, and allow that Uranus energy to come and knock the thing down so that the truth can set you free. One of the meanings of that card is that the truth sets you free. You can't deny when the rubble's there. We were told that the rubble was going to happen in this country within 8 days, 8 months, 8 weeks. And we're already seeing it. I'm already seeing it. But it's all for this purpose in the end. So that your eye god, Uriel, can be awakened to knowledge, the genius mind. So that you would not be duped. Because people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They had no knowledge here. That's why they had to, you know, either take a look at the tower and make it right, or stay in bed and be a fright. It's up to you. Get rid of that. Let the tower come down. Learn this information and see things for what they really are. Because when the sun comes out, you understand so much. So much. I want you to go down and watch the videos that I did about the bear and how you can find the word ear and eyes within the word bear, B-E-A-R. If you take the E away, you have bar, and you're going to get barred. And I talked a lot about, there's a video that'll be down below that I found on my video that they left there, and it was about Helen Keller, and she was deaf and blind and dumb and all this kind of stuff, but she wasn't dumb. Some people just feel like, oh my God, I can't get this. What is this? What is this? But there is a way to break through to people that really do have a soul, but they're just the psychology of their own mind is so messed up because of what we've been taught. We have to be patient. We have to teach this stuff. And if you understand it and learn it and know it and it's resonated with you, then you were called to bring this information out for the world to be set free, y'all. We want this kind of stuff in our world. I want to walk out of my house and know that I don't have to worry about somebody having my keys to my house and coming in, because they do have my keys to my house. I don't have nothing to hide. I mean, I've been through some shit, y'all. You have no idea. I've been through some stuff. And I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not a liar. And as strange as all this stuff may sound, it's not strange. It's the truth. We have generational things, generations of the heavens playing out down here. And the heavens are found within you and I. That's why people can talk about. Let me just tell really quick a story that I heard one day. This lady was giving some kind of a testimony about she did past life regressions, and I always thought, nah, that stuff ain't real. But we do know that people are reborn again. And we also know that there's a resurrection of the dead and there's a resurrection of the living, and they both exist, just like positive and negative. That's why we have to have eyes to see with. Your eye god. But anyway, this lady was going down the road, and she was telling about this lady that was going down the road, and she had 2 children in the back of her car, and she had had a miscarriage and got pregnant again, and then got pregnant again after that, and ended up having 2 children. And she was telling the kids in the back what had happened, and when she began to talk, the youngest daughter said, well, Mommy had a miscarriage, and I lost that baby, and then I got pregnant with your sister, and then I got pregnant with you. And she goes, I was supposed to be the one that came first. And she said that the mother was like, what? Well, they had, because she did past life regression, she realized that that child was originally miscarried, and the mother got pregnant again, but that child's spirit ended up coming back through again, and she ended up being the second child. And that stuff is just amazing to me, but that stuff is really real. It does really exist, and I always grew up not believing that kind of stuff, but it is real in my studies and in my walk, and going through all this kind of stuff and allowing the Creator to reveal things to me, even within the scriptures. If you're religious, I have unfolded so much stuff on this channel, and it has literally set me free to have an understanding, a wide understanding of what the generations of the heavens are, what the psychology of the mind is, how the planets in vibration and words and phonics and all kinds of stuff really mean. And it sets us free when we have knowledge. And we shouldn't be afraid of it. We should be going, oh my God, oh my God. You know, we should really be awakened on the inside. And we are in the ascension. We are really awakening. And it's time to wake up. Either you're going to get on board, or you're going to be left behind in a really, really rude type of a way. You know, you're either going to accept your Uranus energy or not, or you're going to get this in the end if you do. And this is positive. So go through the process. It's like having a baby. It's painful, but once it's done, the baby's here, and here comes the sun. Okay, guys? Shalom.